everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the LotusCraft server. I am standing here in the rain at my shop in the shopping district because it's been a little while since we've checked on this. Actually, did we check on this at the beginning of the last episode? I don't remember if we did. But anyway, I wanted to see if there have been any sales, just a little bit on the Prismarine. And someone bought a stack of fireworks, but other than that, which is fine. So today, I'm not quite sure what I want to do for this episode, but I think the first thing we gotta do is sleep, because it is quite dark and rainy right now, so you might want to get rid of that. But in terms of what I want to do, I think one thing I want to do is, if you remember in the last episode, we started work on what I want to make is the town hall. So if we pop over here, /CIC. If you remember, this is the design I had come up with for the town hall. And if we go inside, I have done a little bit of working on the interior. The problem is, I'm not quite sure. Why are those blocks missing? That was weird. I'm not quite sure how I want to finish off this design, so I think in the meanwhile, instead of continuing to work on this, I actually want to do a bit of resource gathering. And by resource gathering, I mean I want to set up an iron farm. Now, brief recap on the farms we have so far. We have a Prismarine farm over this direction. And over here we have a creeper farm. Now, those are all well and good, however. But if I truly want to start getting very technical with the farms, I need an iron farm so that I can have hoppers and stuff like that very easily. Because if we go down to my iron supply, we don't have any. We have 0 iron whatsoever. So that's going to be our first project. Actually, it's probably going to be today's project for the episode. So yeah. I will see you when I have the resources for that set up. And one quick resource gathering later, and we have all we need for this farm. Ooh, actually, hold on, I need one more iron helmet. But, as you probably saw there, I have a lot of beds, 24 to be exact. Now, you might be wondering why, because a traditional iron farm only requires 3 villagers for it to work. Actually, no, 2 villagers in a bed. Is it right? Yeah, I think it's 2 villagers in a bed, or is it 3 villagers in a bed? I think it's 3 villagers, I'm just being stupid. The reason we're doing this way is that we're actually going to have a 4-way iron farm as my design. Because with this server having anti-AFK measures, I need to be at my computer at all times watching the farm go, so I don't get kicked for being AFK. Meaning I want something that more so gives me stuff fast, rather than stuff that give... Like, I could go for a simple farm, right? And it could give me, like, 300 iron an hour. And that would be fine for most people. But because I can't AFK on this server, I need to have a design that allows me to get a lot of iron in, like, 20 minutes. So we're going with a 4-way iron farm. And I don't think I have enough iron to make another helmet. I don't, so I guess I'll make a diamond helmet for the last zombie. Okay. So, I'm going to be building this farm off this way. You might wonder why I build it so far away from the rest of the base. Part of it is I want it to be absolutely far enough away from the trading hall and the villagers. Now, villages need at least 64 blocks in between them to be counted as separate villages. So this should be more than enough distance to where they won't clash. And I would end up hurting the rates of the farm because they're trying to spawn golems over that way. So yeah, I guess it's time we build this thing. So you might be wondering why I'm ending the time-lapse there, even though this is clearly not finished yet. Well, there's two reasons for that. One, if this is a little behind the scenes when it comes to editing, it's most likely just my PC, but I have a very hard time with my computer rendering out very long replay files for some reason. I don't know why, but when on a few of the videos, like when I was doing the Guardian farm and even the Creeper farm, when doing the long time-lapse section, the processing would just stop. So I try to keep them a little bit slower, which is why in the preview you see it like maybe cut at a very weird timing. That's because the rest of the time-lapse just wouldn't process. So I'm kind of trying to lower that down a bit, maybe split up the time-lapse would help as well. But the main reason is I'm actually out of stairs. Yeah, I didn't craft enough stairs, so I only have enough stairs right now for half the farm to be done. I mean, it's looking pretty good so far. Also, beforehand, I was talking about building it out on the ocean. That's because I was a bit of a dumbass, and so that's part of my language. I was being a bit of a dumb guy because the farm that I'm referencing, which I will link in the description, is actually built on land. So this is actually on the corner of the island, and I think that actually works out pretty perfectly because I just barely, with the escape tunnel, don't hit the ocean, which is great. And we don't have to worry about mobs in here because we're on a mushroom biome. Yeah, we're still on mushroom. So yeah, I have been occasionally losing stuff from it falling into water, but it's just regular items. I mean, not water, lava. Stuff like dirt and stone, which you can always get more of. But yeah, I need to quickly go and get more prismarine stairs, and I'm gonna drop off some of this junk as well. Don't know how much prismarine I have in here at the moment. I left the farm running a bit the other night, but I'm not sure how much prismarine crystals prismarine shards I ended up gathering, or if I've even crafted with them already. I have. We have good amount in this chest. Never mind, we're good. Okay, so I guess I will see you for another time lapse. Okay, as you can see from the finishing of that time lapse, we have everything in place now to have the villagers and zombies. So I think I won't even time lapse that. I think I'll just jump cut to when those are in, because this can be a bit of a pain. But yeah, I'm really proud of how this thing has turned out so far. That took a lot more effort than I would like to admit. It got a little frustrating there at some points, but if we look in these chests, we should have, would you look at that? Oh, actually, a mushroom cow got in here at some point? That's a little funny, but look at that, 55 iron there, stack there, and a little over a stack there. We actually even have iron golems coming down at the moment. The farm. Ooh, that one's actually stuck because I think I dropped that off while doing the zombies. But we have an iron farm. Alright. And there's the golem dying there. Would you look at that? I actually managed to pull it off. I'm kind of surprised that I got it done, if I'm honest, because I was not... It was not looking too pretty there at some point. Like, I had a temporary mob farm over in, like, not farm, but mob spawning platform, and I was having such a trouble getting actual zombies to spawn in there and actually be able to, like, pick up items, because for some reason, some zombies just don't pick up items. And would you look at that, we got 4 more golems going in there. Let's just get one last final good look at this farm for the episode. Also, I put 2 lightning rods on either side. This is to prevent lightning from striking, because although these platforms are really good at getting these villagers scared from the zombie and going to sleep, they can be struck by lightning and turn into witches. So we have the lightning rods to deter them from being struck by lightning, and as you can see, we have golems spawning in currently. But yeah, I need to go repair my tools, specifically my shovel, because it took a big old beating from all the dirt that I'm on. I had so many temporary blocks up during this. Like, there were platforms going across the way so I can have my farm going. But would you look at that? I'm going to take a screenshot and put that in the Discord. But that will do it for today's episode. We have gone one step further in our progression. The game officially changes with this. Now, you could say the game changed when I got the Prismarine farm, which, to be honest, I probably should have done this way before that, but that farm didn't really need much iron, whereas everything that I plan to do from now on will. So with that, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.